Hi, I'm here to review Scandal Season 5, Episode 1. There's a long story as why this video is so late, but I'm not going to get into it. Let's stick to the positive here and now, right? Okay, so before we begin with the Episode 1, which is called Heavy is the Head, I'm going to just give you a brief synopsis of what happened at the end of Season 4. Season 4, Huck went a little cuckoo banana and was rabid, killing people. Quinn threatened to put him down. They had this whole tiff. Quinn couldn't kill him, and now they're not speaking. Millie signs an agreement with Olivia's dad, which ultimately signs the death certificate of everybody, all the people involved in the grand jury hearing of the B613, I guess, potential trial. So everybody involved was killed because of Millie's deal with Olivia's dad. Millie told Cyrus. Cyrus was also colluding with Olivia's dad. Fitz found out. I believe Liz told Fitz all of it, and Fitz in turn kicks out Millie and fires Cyrus. Then hires Liz as his chief of staff. Excuse me. Jake, my bae, so cute. Jake tells Liv that he's in love with her, but he knows that she's in love with Fitz, and pretty much walks out of her life. And the final scene was of Fitz on the White House balcony by himself, and then he turns around and sees Olivia standing there waiting for him, and they do their hi thing. And I'll say it right now, I do not like Olivia and Fitz together. I think it's a terrible match, but because Fitz is abusive. But I'm just gonna drop that right now. Okay, so the episode begins with two different scenes, like right next to each other, juxtaposed, right? So Sally had the former VP of the White House. She has her own television show, and she's talking to Legend about the Grant administration throwing this elaborate, ornate, exorbitant, I'm trying to think of the right word, state dinner for the royal family of Caledonia. Now, the royal family of Caledonia is special because the princess who married into the family is an American, a common American. They are throwing this dinner to ultimately woo the royal family into allowing the United States to having a military base in their country. While Sally is talking trash about the Grant administration, Fitz and Olivia are they're just all over the place, boinking, 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 doing it, and doing it well. It's gross. So, Olivia, Mellie is not invited to the state dinner because, as I mentioned before, she was kicked out, and the White House is pretty much saying that she's ill. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. My notes are down here. Liv is pretty much keeping her relationship with the president as private as possible. She lies to Abby, which is very upsetting because her and Abby I finally saw a friendship between the two of them. It wasn't employer-employee. They were on equal footing last season, and now she's lying to Abby, which irritates me. While she's lying to Abby, they run into the Princess Emily, and her and Liv have this heart-to-heart about Princess Emily becoming a spectacle because of her relationship with Prince Richard, which ultimately informs what happens between her and Fitz at the end of the episode. So the issue that needs fixing for Olivia is the princess is killed in a horrible car crash, which seems to be an accident. It really isn't. She was called in to handle retrieving all the photographs that were taken of the princess's dead body. Now, the queen didn't care about the pictures being out there, but the prince begged Olivia to retrieve them. So Quinn spends most of the episode gathering these pictures, but they, for some reason, couldn't find this one photographer. Well, that one photographer ended up being an assassin who hacked the computer to kill her. Later on in the episode, we find out that The reason why she was killed was because she was pregnant, and not with Prince Richard's baby, but her bodyguard's baby. Um, should I say it now? Okay, I'll say it now. It turns out the person who plotted to kill the princess was the queen. They thought it was the prince. So Olivia brings this information about the pregnancy, the bodyguard, the assassin, all of that to the queen, and the queen's like, yeah, because she did it. And Olivia, her hands are tied because of a confidentiality agreement. Well, in the end, she ends up telling the prince, and the prince ends up punishing his mother, saying that she's going to rescind the throne, and he's going to take over as the king. And she's going to be locked away, and the last time he sees her body will be at her funeral. So that's fun. So that's to wrap up that story, because really the most important part was what happened between Fitz and Olivia. So Mellie is going to be sworn in as the junior secretary, not the junior secretary, I'm sorry, the junior senator of Virginia. And Sally calls Abby to say that I have it on good authority that the relationship between the president and Mellie is bull, toro, and that he's not going to show up to her swearing in. And Abby's like, no, that's not true. So Abby goes to Liz, who had just had a conversation with Mellie, who said that Fitz is going to be there at her swearing in because she was uninvited to the state dinner. She wanted to ensure that Fitz would be there at her swearing in. But Liz is like, no, that's not going down. Kick rocks without shoes. He's not going to be there. Ha ha ha. And I think she was kind of thrilled to that he wasn't going to be there. So Abby goes to Liz and says, is Fitz going to be there? And she's like, no, I tried to convince him. Oh, well. And so Abby's freaking out. She goes and in front of the press and says, Fitz is not going to be there. And the worst part is, and this is what's wrong with cell phones and social media, while she's saying Fitz is not going to the swearing in of Mellie, he in turn is there, and the reporters call her out on it, like, you're uninformed, ill-informed. The reason why Fitz ends up showing up at the swearing in is because Olivia, at the last moment, convinces Fitz that he has to be there to not only support his wife, but it's because she's a woman, it's to substantiate her claim as a true politician. He has to be there for her. And whatever Olivia wants, Fitz does. So he's there, and this is the part that really bothered me about the episode. At the end of the swearing in, he takes Mellie aside, and Mellie is humble. She's apologizing for the wrong, killing a whole bunch of people, how sorry she feels. And Fitz is like, you're going to give me a divorce, and you're going to do it right now. And she's like, no, I'm not. And he's like, yes, you will, because I know every dirty secret. I know every juror's name that was killed, that you killed. You're going to do it. And if you think you're going to expose me, that's fine. I've served in the military. I've been the president of the United States for 2 terms. And I served as the governor of California. I'm good. I'm sorted. You're at the start of your career, so you're going to sign these papers. Like, he pretty much blackmailed her. And this is my problem with Fitz. He's a dick. Fitz is a dick. I'm going to just say it. He's a dick. So, Fitz tells Olivia that he asked for divorce papers, and she's completely hesitant. And, did I already cover the princess's murder? Yeah. Sorry. She's completely hesitant, and later on she says, because if they expose their relationship to the world, they won't have a fighting chance. And because they'll become a spectacle, which is pretty much similar to what Emily told her at the beginning of the episode. Now, let's interrupt this. Huck is on Olivia's couch because he wants Olivia to fix him. And Olivia says, I don't fix people. Kind of not good with that. Have you seen my life? Have you seen my relationships with, like, my parents and my men? I can't fix people. So Huck in turns ends up going to Jake, my bae, Jake, to help him fix his problems. Now, don't get me wrong, Jake is messed up not as messed up as Fitz, but Jake is messed up, and if I had to pick anybody for Olivia, it wouldn't be any of them. I think she should be single and get some therapy, and figure out how she's going to forgive her parents for her issues. But if I had to pick a man that's in her life right now, it has to be Jake, because Jake is the cat's pajamas. Anywho, so let's fast forward to the end of the episode because I don't think there's anything else. Oh, Liz spends the episode trying to convince Abby that Olivia and Fitz are together, and Abby won't believe it because Olivia told them they weren't together. Millie goes to visit Cyrus, trying to convince Cyrus to go back and try to join Fitz's team so that they could have another 8 years together in the White House, with Millie being president. And Cyrus is like, I want no parts of it because he doesn't want to be tainted by dealing with Millie anymore. And Millie realizes how much her husband hates her, and she gets upset and she cries. And Cyrus is looking at her like, oh shit, she's crying. Okay, at the end of the episode, Olivia finally articulates why she can't put their relationship out there with Fitz, and she's like, we won't have a chance, we won't have a surviving chance if we let the world in. We have to be united, we have to be together, everything has to be sorted between us before we bring it out there, because we won't survive that type of attention to our relationship. Unfortunately, they don't have a choice because Sally exposes the relationship. Not only does she say it, she has pictures. She has pictures of them getting ready before the state dinner, with them being in each other's space. Very intimate, personal, not like pictures, but like personal pictures of them, like very close. And so now they are exposed. So that is Scandal, the season 5, episode 1. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, tell me your thoughts, tell me your feelings, tell me what's going on in your mind. What do you think of Scandal? Are you Olivia and Fitz, or are you Jake and Olivia, or you believe that she should be single and talk to God for a couple of years? Okay. Like, comment, do what you do. I will see you pretty soon because it's airing right now. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.